Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Quantum Leap Futures Morning Leap session for Tuesday, August the 8th, 2017. My name is Doug McCann, founder of Quantum Leap Futures. Each morning we get together in these live go-to sessions to take a look at the market, macro to micro, take a look at the structure of the market, and we drill down to our trade levels, our targets, and our hypotheses for the day. This is a subscription service. If you're interested in checking it out, please send me an email at quantumleapfutures@gmail.com. There's no website, there's no blog. This is not a commercial venture. We do everything live here in the go-to and the pre-market. Then we do live trading and analysis during the course of the RTH trading session. Please read through the disclaimer. Nobody at Quantum Leap is a certified trading advisor. We are retail traders operating within a self-organized learning environment. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Any trades that you see in Quantum Leap are for education purposes only. Please trade your own due diligence, your own trade plan, and your own risk metrics. Okay, so taking a look at yesterday. Yesterday, our main hypothesis was a open auction in range, in value, a rotation down, and then somewhere between the naked VPOC at the 73 and the 71, we were looking for buyers to step in and rotate us up and take out that naked VPOC up at 2478, chop around there, and then make a late day probe up into the 8050. Again, very, very tight trading, unbelievably tight. And this was just an all-day grind to get to that hypo 1 target. Only 464,000 traded yesterday. That is extremely low. Anyway, but hypo did work out. There wasn't much opportunity other than to get in and hold all bloody day until it got to the 78. In the Globex session, we opened, failed to break out. Our high yesterday was 78 and a quarter. We got to 78, and then they immediately started selling off, rallied up to 77, and then sold off all the way down to 73.50. Held the RTH session low at 73, rallied back up, and then we've come back down, and we just got a VPOC shift down to the 24.74, and we're banging on that 73.50. We put in a triple bottom, quadruple bottom down here at the 73.50, creating a very weak low. The surprising thing is, here we are in that 74 area again. If you take a look at the RTH sessions, you had your open here. I'm sorry, where am I looking? Right here. So you had your open here at 70, 73, 75, open here 74.50, open here 74, 75, open here 73, open here 74, 75, open here 74 and a quarter. So we seem to be opening in this 73, 74 area for the last 6 days, and we're compressing as we were talking about yesterday. So let's just take a step back, take a look at the economic. We've got 4 minutes. We've got Red Book coming out at 9:50 or 8:55. It's actually 9 o'clock. Then 10 o'clock will be the big one, and that's Jolt's jobs. We've got IBD, tip economic optimism. Then 11:30, we've got the 4-week bill auction. 1 o'clock, we've got the 3-year note auction, and that's it, basically, for the news today. We continue to be in the heart of the earnings seasons. Again, it's not bad. It's earnings are fair to good. We had Valiant this morning, Michael Kors, CVS Health, all were a beat. Ralph Lauren, Endo, all pretty strong. Tonight we've got Disney, I believe Disney and Priceline, CyberArk, TripAdvisor, Arcadia Pharmaceutical, Red Robin. So we still got a couple large ones to hit today. Tomorrow on Wednesday, another big day, 120 before, 123 after, and then it starts tapering off on Thursday and Friday and closes strong on, or comes up strong on the Monday following. Taking a look at the macro to micro, as you know, I always like to start my day looking at the monthly, working my way down and use my paper money with a 9 EMA and 20 SMA simple candlestick chart. We want to see where we are in the time frame. Do we have good slope, good separation? Are we challenging or violating the trend? Nowhere even close to coming down, challenging this trend until we get into the 23.75 on the monthly. On the weekly, you can see that we continue to one time frame up, although last week was an inside bar and the smallest weekly range in 136 weeks, which means that we're compressing for either a failure or a continuation break. And so far, we only have a 6.25 point range from yesterday. The trend does not get challenged until we get down to the 24.52, but I'd be watching the 72 area to 71 area to see if that holds, because that could lead us for at least a move down to test, last week's low at 63.25 or that 57 from the week before. Those are both key areas on the profile. Going to the daily, you can see we are just in this symmetrical triangle still. It looked like they were going to get the breakout above the 78. We did violate the upward trend line, but they failed so far, and here we are trading in this 74. We're losing slope and separation. This could be a turnaround Tuesday, so we want to be wary of who takes control early. We want to watch this 72 area and a violation or a challenge to the trend. If we break below the 67 area, then we're violating the trend on the daily, and our target's going to be down here in the 24.30 area if we do not get back above it right away. Going to the intraday, you can see again just consolidation. We're coming down and challenging the 20 SMA, holding so far. They keep bouncing off of this area. So again, if we get below that 72.25, we could see some further weakness come in. On the 1 hour, we are seeing a possible start of a downward trend. We've broken below the 9 and the 20. We do have some slope and separation. There's no naked cross down here that I can see. Going to the 30-minute, we same thing. We've broken below the 9 and the 20. We do have a naked cross that we left above us up at the 75.25. But again, we're banging on that triple bottom down there at the 24.73.50. Going to the 15-minute, you can see that the downward trend is accelerating. We tried to get above the 9, failed, and now we're pushing back down. And then going to the 5-minute, you can see that we've been in this downward trend since about 7 a.m. Eastern time. They tried to take it back, failed to get above the 9 in the 20, failed off of the 20, and now we're back below the 9 and 20. We don't have a lot of separation. We do have slope. So I'll be watching to the upside a move above the 75 area for a rotation up. So if we take a look at the big picture, here's the microcomposite. You can see that we've got all these buying tails. Every time they drop, the buyers are stepping in. The overall balance in this area is the 69.50. If we come down there, look for a bounce off of that the first time down there. It's only it's only 5 points away, so it's possible The key, though, is going to be the 72 area. We want to see them hold. This is the 6-day microcomposite. You can see that they accepted value lower, they accepted value higher than the microcomposite. Generally, that leads to price discovery to the upward side, but we keep failing at the 77, 78 area and unable to hold that 76 and a quarter. So taking a look at the overnight session again, we have a couple LVNs. We've got an LVN here at 77. We just got a VPOC shift for the most of the night. The VPOC was here at 76, trying to hold that that microcomposite VPOC near the 76 and a quarter, and we just shifted down to the 74. So we do have a VPOC shift that has happened to the downside, which could lead to some further price discovery down with this weak low that is at 73.50, and then we've got 73. Very big consolidation though in this this area. Inventory is pretty much 90% net short. So if we do get above where that VPOC was above the midpoint at the 75, 76 area, you could see some shorts get squeezed and we get a quick move up to break the overnight high at 78. This is a weak high as well in the 78 and a quarter area, and a push up into that all-time high up at the 24.80. So taking our overnight numbers, our overnight high 78, our overnight low so far 73.50. Lots of time to still break below this. Our Globex VPOC is not likely to going to change unless we get back up into that 76 area. So it's at 74. Just one tick below the open from yesterday and the value area low. And then we've got an LVN at 77 with an LVN at 77 and a little bit of a swing low on the close. So I'm going to use the 76 to 77 area, for a possible trade to get a breakout above the 78 and a quarter with the takeout of the overnight high and the naked VPOC from yesterday. There's really not much to guide you in this area. It's so tight. So I'm really going all the way down. Whoops, I'm already there. I'm really going all the way down. I'm going to move this up to the 72 and a quarter. And I'm going to be targeting that 70.50. And then there's really nothing until we get down to the 66. Unbelievable that our 20-period daily ATR has gotten as low as 12.15. So if I go off the high overnight of 78 minus the 12.15, our downside daily ATR is at 65.75. I'm just going to take this off and put it at 65.75. It'll be a trade area. And then off of the low so far overnight is 73.50. 85.75. You see that these are not shifting much. For the last few days, they've only shifted up or down a point or so, if that. So in terms of hypothesis, we are seeing some weakness coming in overnight. So I am going to be looking for a possible breakdown today, but I'm putting equal weight onto the onto hypo 1 and hypo 2 because we're still time framing up. I'm still thinking that we're going to get a new all-time high. So call it hypo 1A is an open auction in range. A move down either down to the 72.25 or somewhere between 72 and 69. I'm looking for responsive buyers to step in, rotate us back up, come up into the 78 area, chop around, and then push through to a new all-time high. That's hypo 1A. And again, because we've got the weakness coming in overnight, I'm going to be having hypo 1B, which is going to be equal weighted. I'm going to wait to see which side take control, but I'm looking for an open auction in range, a push up into the 75 to 78 area, and then looking for responsive sellers and rotating us down towards that 69, chopping around in the 69 and pushing down to the 66 area, and then coming back and closing somewhere in the 69 area. I'm not looking for a huge day today unless we get a break. And the hypo 2 and hypo 3 are going to be my breakout trades. So hypo 3 will be an open auction in range, failure to take out the overnight high, a break below the 73, come down into the 69 area, chop in this area, and then fail and push down all the way down towards the 61 area, find the buyers and rotate us and close somewhere in the 66 to 65 area. That is hypo 2. So we got 1A, 1B, and 2. And then hypo 3 is an open auction in range, a false breakout to the downside. Buyers step in, rotate us up into the 78, chop around here, and then get a strong push up through the all-time high up into the 84, 85 area, chop around here, and close somewhere in new all-time highs. So those are my my main hypotheses for the day. Taking a look at gold, you can see that we continue to chop around this shift in the composite VPOC. The composite VPOC was down at the 44.90. It shifted up into the 1269.50. If I put a smaller micro composite in around these days right here, you can see that we accepted this prior VPOC, microcomposite VPOC at 1262.60, slightly higher, and now we're rotating back up into the longer time frame balance at 1269.50. This goes all the way back to 2008. We've got where we were trying to hold the value or the longer time frame. This microcomposite here goes from the 26th through to today, and value is still above. So if we could come up and accept this price at 69.50, I'm looking for a continuation up into the 74. Whether we get it today or not, I'm not sure. But again, I expect us to challenge this 69.50 again in the RTH session. If we don't hold the 62, look for a breakdown to the 59, and anything below 59, look for them to challenge the 56 level and come into this distribution zone where we're likely to chop around in this area of undetermined fair value. That's what I'm looking at today. That's going to complete our pre-market session. As always, trade well, trade safe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.